ساعة نبدأ ونخلص الساعة 9 ونص كده نخلص قبل العشاء.
Tu vas travailler après le décret?
Can I have some doctor, please? No, just put it in. Stay no. محمد وصلى على رسول الكريم وبعد. عاطل ما في ما طلع فينا.
لا إذا واحد يحب ما يحب.
أنا راضي عنه.
بدون غصب. بغصب لا.
كندرة.
الذي يحب. الذي ما يحب ما يحب. زيادة شوية.
هذا المهم.
حضرتك حياتها الانت البغيت
اللهم صل على رسول الله. Each person lives in his own world. Each person living in his own world.
ولا تلومن إلا نفسك.
لا يلومن إلا نفسك.
देखने के लिए हट गया ना ये भी नहीं किया
So each person lives in his own world. All of my life is in living. I'm living in my own world. Of my life, in my own world. It is impossible that I live in somebody else's world. You cannot live in some. You will live in your own world. And it is not possible somebody else is doing the amal and I'm getting the effects of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't happen like that. If a person is doing any amal, the benefit or loss I'm getting, this is not possible. Your own benefit is your own self, and your loss is your own self. Both of this is yourself. मेरा अमल गोया मेरी मखलूक है और मैं इसका खालिक हूँ. My amal is like my makhluk, it's like my creation. And I'm the khaliq of my amal. Bad habits and bad company. To come out of this and to go in a pure life, Shariat will do that to you. Sharia means Ahkam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I need to have this yaqeen. Whoever I'm doing good, actually, I'm the one who's going to get the reward. And if I hurt somebody, if do fraud with somebody, uh, if I do anything wrong, if I lie, if I cheat, if I'm doing hasad, jealousy with somebody, all of these are my own amal, and I will have to pay for this. In the dunya, if a person is doing these things, the punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the dunya is people will consider me liar, thief, a person of jealousy, a person who's doing fraud, a person who's doing counterfeit. People will call them with these names. And the main thing is this, because of this, you will never have peace in your life. There will be no peace. There is hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In this world, there are three types of friends. Two are ما في وفاء ايش تقول؟
No,
No loyalty.
no life.
Two have no loyalty,
No trust.
yes. And one have the trust and he is honest. Wife, children, friends, and all the relatives. How much we do for them? We make house for them. We work for them. We go to business. We do the business for them. Mm. They love us and we love them. This is the first type. The second type is money, and if you put the seeds in the ground and real estate, this is the second time of the friends. And there is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That those people who have these disloyal friends, they're in the second category. And he's saying these people in this category, we love them, but they don't love us. They don't even have the slightest love for us. If we are negligent, they go to somebody else. Even to the extent that if we die, these friends will have no pain. They don't have the understanding of thinking, understanding. And to get them how much we sinned, how much we lied, how much we cheated, how many salats we left, how many people who we hurt, and then to tell them that how much he did all of these things to you, tell these friends, at least you should, cry for him. He will not even cry. He doesn't even have the understanding to cry for you. This is the second type of friends. That's why one शायर says, उम्र तमाम हुई नाकाम हुए नाहक दो दो दिन में बदनाम हुए दुनिया में ज़िल्लत व ख़ारी जागीर हुई आखिरत में शर्मसारी दामिनगीर हुई. उम्र तमाम हुई, नाकाम हुए, नाहक दो दो दिन में बदनाम हुए, दुनिया में जिल्लत व ख्वारी जागीर हुई, आखिरत में शर्मसारी दामिनगीर हुई। This is the second friend. Third friend is the real friend. They are loyal with you. When we are with them, they'll be with us. And when we die, they'll be with us. When in our janazah, they'll go with us. In the qabr, they'll go down with us. In the akhirat, they will be with us. So basically, he's saying, khulasa of this kalam, everything what you see. Khulasa of this kalam is that what did we understand from all of this? That a person does not live in, cannot live in somebody else's world. I cannot live in your world. You cannot live in my world. Each person has his own world, and he has to live in his own world. And his own world is based on his own actions. And you are forced to live in your own world. You cannot come into my world to live. I cannot go into your world to live. Each person will live in his own world. And your world will be based upon your own actions. How you make your world nice and comfortable, that will be with you. Or you can make your own world very filthy, very dirty. That's what you can do to your own world. This will not happen. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप काम तो कोई करे नफा मुझे हो, ये काम कोई करे नुकसान मुझे हो, ऐसा नहीं होता. Somebody else is doing any amal and I'm getting the benefit, or somebody else is doing the amal and I'm getting the loss. It doesn't happen like that. This is what. Then he gave an example of three types of friends. Each person has three friends. Two are disloyal and one is loyal. The first friend is your friends, is your relatives, your wife, your kids, your friends. How much you made effort for them. And we love them and they love us. This is the first type of friend. This is the first type of friend. Then you have the second type of friend. What is that? Your farms, your houses, your cars, your cash, credit cards, your real estate. This is what you have. The second friend, the cash which you have. Saying that these friends, how much you love them. Yani, to have these friends, to have houses, to have cars, to have cash, how many salats you missed? कितने नमाजों का आपने ज़ाया किया इस दोस्त को हासिल करने? How many times you cheated and lied? कितने बार आपने धोखा दिया इस दोस्त को हासिल करने? How much people money you took to get these friends, how many people's rights you took to get them, कितने लोगों के हुकूक गस्ब किए उसको रखने के लिए, कितनी बेईमानी बट्टेबाजियां की हैं, how much you have done all the evil things to get this friend. What is that friend? Cash, money, credit cards, real estate, cars, houses, all of these things. But the Sheikh is saying, when you die, they don't cry for you. Have you seen them crying for you? Oh, you know how much you did sacrifice for me. Your cash is crying for you. How much I did sacrifice. How much sacrifice he did to get me. So my credit card should cry for me. My houses should cry for me. My cash should cry for me. They don't have even this much love for you. They don't have no love for you. They don't have the capacity to do this. And staying with you for such a long time, after you die, going to somebody else without any hesitation, this is their attitude. بكل سهولة. They stay with you for such a long time until they should cry. Soon somebody is no problem. Finish. And the person leaves them, they get away. That's what the Shai says. उम्र तमाम हुई नाकाम हुए ना हक दो दिन फिर बर्बाद हुए फिर बदनाम हुए दुनिया में जिल्लत व ख्वारी जहांगीरी जागीर हुई आखिरत में शर्मसारी दामनगीर हुई. All of these things is second friend, they don't care. Sheikh is at least at least you tell to your second friend, cry for a few minutes, for half a day. He made so much effort for you. He killed his brother, he killed his friend, he did all of these things. At least you should, how much he loves you, cry for him. But he doesn't cry. He doesn't have the capacity to cry. उसमें रोने की सलाहियत ही नहीं है. How can cry? Huh? هكذا الحياة. तीसरे दोस्त हैं अमाल, ये ऐसे वफादार हैं कि दुनिया में हम जब तक जिंदा हैं हमारे साथ रहेंगे. Third friend is the amal. They are with you, they are very loyal to you. जब हम मर जाएंगे तो भी हमारा साथ नहीं छोड़ेंगे. Even if we die, they will not leave us. बस हमारे जनाजों के साथ साथ रहेंगे. They will be with us. जनाजा. So we can see from this is our third friend, which is the most loyal. इस हदीस शरीफ के खलासे से हमको अपने अमाल की अहमियत मालूम होती है. साथ ही अमाल के ताल्लुक से जिम्मेदारी का एहसास भी पैदा होता है. मेरा अमल मेरी तरफ लौटने वाला है. अगर वो अच्छा है तो हमें यकीन रखना चाहिए इसकी जज़ा भी अल्लाह ताला हमें अच्छी अता फरमाएगा. लेकिन अगर वो बुरा है बेवकूफ़ को जानना चाहिए अल्लाह ताला से उन बुरे अमाल का ये और कुछ साथ ही आइंदा के लिए ये अज़म कर लेना चाहिए, मैं अपने इन बुरे अमाल से बचा रहूँगा। ये नेक अमाल की तौफीक के लिए दुआ और मुनाजात भी ज़रूरी है। So from this hadith we see the value of our amal. We see the value of these amal linked to our lives. And we have to have this reality to understand this. मेरा अमल मेरे पास वापस लौट के आएगा. Every amal which I do come to me. जो भी आप अमल करेंगे, अच्छा हो या बुरा, वो आपके सामने आएगा. इसी तरह अल्लाह ताला हमारी मदद फरमाएंगे, इसलिए कि हम रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की सुन्नत मुबारक की पैरवी और आपके सहाबा और अल्लाह के रास्ते पर चलना चाहते हैं. अगर अपनी मर्जी से कोई काम करेंगे तो यकीनन इसमें कोई ना कोई बुराई पोशीदा होगी, लेकिन जब अल्लाह और रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के हुक्म यानी शरीयत पर चलेंगे, हमारे लिए फ़ायदे ही फ़ायदे हैं. अच्छे और बुरे में हिदायत के बगैर और सुन्नत नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की पैरवी के बगैर तमीज़ करना नामुमकिन है. So what the Sheikh is saying that you have to follow the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the sunnah of Sahaba. We do for ourselves. If we follow the way according to our own self, there will be two conditions. One condition is this:
थोड़ा आराम कर लेंगे.
अल्लाह तबारक व तआला हमारी मदद फरमाए, इसलिए कि हम रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की सुन्नत मुबारक की पैरवी और आपके सहाबा और औलिया अल्लाह के रास्ते पर चलना चाहते हैं. हम अगर अपनी मर्जी से कोई काम करेंगे तो यकीन इसमें कोई ना कोई बुराई पोशीदा होगी, लेकिन जब अल्लाह अल्लाह के रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के हुक्म यानी शरीयत पे चलेंगे तो हमारे लिए फ़ायदे ही फ़ायदे हैं. इसलिए अच्छे और बुरे में हिदायत के बगैर, सुन्नत की पैरवी के बगैर तमीज़ करना नामुमकिन है. इस दौर की सबसे बड़ी ख़राबी यह है कि लोगों के अक़ायद कमज़ोर हो गए हैं. मरने के बाद दोबारा उठाए जाने का यकीन घटता जा रहा है और हशर के दिन की जवाबदेही का तस्वुर दिलों से गायब हो गया. यही वजह है कि नफ्स को पूरी आज़ादी मिल गई, जो चाहे सो करो. In this times, one of the things which is really affecting us very badly is that our aqaid have become very weak. Our aqaid, क्या कहेंगे aqaid? हाँ? Our beliefs have become very weak. After the death, the yaqeen is very weak that we will be resurrected again. Our yaqeen after the death has become very weak. In the hashr, I would have to answer for my actions. This has become very weak. And there is the reason the nafs have got complete freedom that do anything what you want to do. Basically, the Sheikh is saying that, because our aqidah and our beliefs, aqidah belief इतना सही नहीं है. That means our core fundamental beliefs, core beliefs has become weak. I would have to answer to Allah. So when this has become weak, so la shu'uri, which means without realization, I have this person has this in his mind that I won't be held responsible or accountable for anything, so I can do anything I want. I'm free. I'm free. Anything I can do it. Nothing wrong. मजहब की बुनियादी चीज़ों में ये भी है कि आदमी को ये कामिल यकीन रहे कि मेरा इंतकाल इस जहां से दूसरे जहां में होगा। मरने का मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं बिल्कुल ही फना हो जाऊंगा, नहीं, बल्कि मैं दूसरे जहां में मुंतकिल कर दिया जाऊंगा। इसके बरखिलाफ हम जो भी बुरे अमल कर रहे हैं तो ऐसा ज़ाहिर होता है कि हमको मरकर दोबारा उठना ही नहीं। जो कुछ भी है तो बस यही जहाँ है। अब चाहे झूठ बोलो चाहे सच, किसी को नुकसान पहुंचाओ चाहे फ़ायदा, हमें न झूठ बोलने से इस बात का खौफ होता है कि आखिर हमको क्या जवाब देंगे, और न सच कहने पर हमें खुशी और मसरत हासिल होती है कि आखिरत की ज़िंदगी संवर रही है। The base of the religion, he has a complete yaqeen that he's going to be سوف ينتقل انتقال. تعرف الانتقال؟ انتقال.
Transfer.
In Urdu we say इंतकाल हो गया.
Transfer from
Transfer from
place to
dunya to akhirah. That doesn't mean that as soon as you transfer you become nothing. The person has this belief that the bad amal which I'm doing, this is the only thing which I can do. Either I say the truth or I say a lie, it doesn't matter. Because this person thinks after that I will be in a finished fana. This is what he thinks. That I have the fana, and I'll be what do you call this will turn into a اشتقوا fana, يعني I'm turned into dust. Nothing of me will remain. This is what a person has this mentality. अगर हमें आखिरत पर यकीन कामिल हो जाए तो हम ज़रूर अपने अमल को पाक और साफ करने की कोशिश करेंगे। गरज बुनियादी बात यही है, हम जो कुछ अमल करते हैं तो लौट कर हम पर आते हैं, और आखिरत में भी जज़ा और सज़ा की बुनियाद अमाल ही पर होगी। He's saying basically we have to have the yaqeen on the akhirat, make our amal pure. The main thing is this, either in dunya or akhirah. So you have to understand one thing. The Sheikh is mentioning that you are the creator of your own house, in the dunya or in the akhirah, both. In the dunya also, you make your own house. In the akhirah also, you make your own house. If you do amal salih in your house, it will be nice, comfortable. If you do, amal salih, this will also affect your dunya, and this will also affect your akhirah. Both things. If you do amal salih, then you will have hayat tayyiba in this life, in the dunya also, and in the akhirat also. You have a very comfortable life. The Sheikh is mentioning all of this is based on your amal. So we need to make sure that our amal is correct. And basically, all of this talk which we are hearing again and again, the Sheikh which he mentions, is based that our amal has to be pure. There should be nothing like this. And any what do you call the person should because how it works is this. First of all, check. What happens is this. When a person does amal salih, good amal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He fixes his dunya and He fixes his akhirah. Like yesterday we were discussing, the Shaykh was mentioning that if you are, each person is living in his own house, and each house, inside the house, is based upon your decoration, how you do it. In his house, he's bringing furniture, he's making beautiful, painting, make a comfortable carpet. House is very comfortable. This person, his house is empty. There is nothing in the house. Stinking. The food is rotting. So, if this you tell to this man, he says, "Oh, his house is so nice. How come my house is so bad?" So the wise man will tell him, "You also can have the same type of house, provided you work in your house to clean it. You clean your house, then your house also will become nice and comfortable." So, my dear respected brothers, the same thing happens with us also. A person, he does the Amal Salih. That is, there is a Hassan Basri Rahmatullah alayhi says, your Jannat and your Jahannam is based here. If you do Amal Salih, then Jannat and Jahannam is here actually. You get the taste of Jannat here and you get the taste of Jahannam here. And the job of the shaitan is to, what do you call it, destroy your dunya and akhirah. It's the job of the shaitan. And a lot of time we think shaitan is for the akhirah. Stop us from doing good deeds. This is what we think. This is not the way it is. Shaitan wants to destroy your dunya also, and he wants to destroy your akhirat also. He wants to destroy both the things. What did the shaitan do to Adam alayhi salam? He did not tell him that stop doing ibadah and everything. He told him to eat that tree so that he can take him out of the, what do you call, Jannah. The same thing in the dunya, we are living the life. Shaitan wants us that Allah wants us in the dunya, we should live in Jannah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. Shaitan wants us to come to make this life a Jahannam for us, hell for us. This is what the Shaitan wants, our life over here. So he is going to affect your akhirat also. He is going to make sure that your dunya also gets destroyed, and then your akhirat also, both. So if you have your enemy taking decisions for you, what will happen? And now how the shaitan will work? He will not, it's not like forcing you by the gunpoint. Shaitan, how it works, he comes into the mind and puts the thoughts. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. And the thoughts which he will put will be these thoughts which will harm your dunya and which will harm your akhirah. Your akhirah and your dunya also. In the dunya also you will take wrong decisions. All the decisions which the people will take, give you an example. He says that, oh, you know what? Buy this car. and by this kind of interest, everything, and you'll have a very comfortable. Now he makes him, you know, what do you call, think in this manner that if you buy this, then you'll have a very comfortable life. Actually, what he has done is this: he has sold a big chunk of your future to this car.
Hmm. Right.
A big chunk of your future.
Right.
Car. Now you have to
Work hard.
now you have to work, keep on paying. So by the time you finish your work and you have paid this, the car has become old.
Stop.
Can you enjoy the car? Car is very old. And you're working. What do you do? You pay off this car. By the time you have paid off, it's become old. Get another one. Yeah. Get a new one. So you keep on working. And then it will be what you call, it will be, he said that you will be comfortable. So this thought of making your life is actually is if you think of it, let's say for example, it's just an example to say. Let's say if you have an old car, you get it is breaks down everything. So the question comes from the whole year, how many times does it break down? You buy, this is just an example. Same thing, with the house and everything. So he will make you take those decisions in which you have sold yourself. Your future, you have sold it to the others. Now, if you have sold it to the others, can you basically, they are owner of your life. So you cannot even enjoy your own life now. You have to work for them. Because you are slave to that thing. You have to work for them. So Shaitan made you slave to work for them. And your own life, you cannot enjoy it. Your own life, you cannot sit with your wife. Your own life, you cannot sit with your kids. You cannot sit with your family. I have to work. Wife says, can you have some time? I have no time. Children says, Abbu, why time? No time. Because now I've sold this. I have to fulfill it. This is one example. If you go, so because what the shaitan, he, when you respect your brothers, that is the reason the question comes. The one who is the one who's following shaitan more, they are miserable more.
Hmm.
They have more. How do you know they are more miserable? First, how do you know they are more miserable? Right? People will say, for example, all of these people are sitting over here. One group says, I am sick, other group says, we are not sick. How do you? So you ask this man, how do you know? So he says, because I'm a pharmacist. To these people, I'm giving them medications. And to them, I'm not giving them medication. Who takes the medication? The one who is sick. If the person who is not sick, why will he take the medication? So if you look in those developed countries, or those countries in which they have the highest antidepressant, anxiety, and stress, and what you call, can you divine yourself? Who takes this the most? Those people. I mean that they are the ones, after having all of these things, still how come you are taking a depression and all of these things are happening with you? The reason, my dear respect, was because most of the time the shaitan A person, we don't realize it, but we have let the shaitan take over us and take wrong decisions for us and put us slaves, made us slaves.
Just nothing.
You're a slave. So that you cannot even enjoy your own life. So that you cannot even spend time with your own kids, your own wife, own children. You don't even have time to yourself. For yourself, you have no time.
Working like
So people who think that shaitan is only going to destroy your akhirat, forget you're living in a dream world. Shaitan is first out there to destroy your dunya. And he wants to destroy both. Dunya ko akhirat. Shaitan wants to destroy your dunya and shaitan wants to destroy your akhirat. Both the things. ये हमारा आखिरत दुनिया में तो आपको एडवाइस देगा कि भाई दुनिया बनाओ और आप ला हबीज है आदम अलैहिस्सलाम को उसने जन्नत से निकाला आराम की जगह से तकलीफ में डालने वाला कौन है आदम अलैहिस्सलाम को आखिरत दुनिया वो तो आप छोड़े साइड में ये बताइए पहले आराम से तकलीफ में आराम की जो लाइफ थी उसको तकलीफ की लाइफ में लेके कौन आया आदम अलैहिस्सलाम तो दुनिया की आराम की दुनिया तो ऐसे ही हम उनके औलाद हैं तो हमारी भी आराम की ज़िंदगी से जो उसकी इत्तिबा करेगा तो वो भी तकलीफ की ज़िंदगी में आएगा जैसा आदम अलैहिस्सलाम आदम अलैहिस्सलाम वो भूल से हुई कुरान कहता है फनसिया आदम वलम नजिद लहु अज़्मा उनको तो भूल से हुई अल्लाह की खुदी भी थी कि लेके आना था हम तो जानबूझ के कहते हैं शैतान साहब आइए हम आपकी इत्तिबा करना चाह रहे हैं आए थे तो उनसे मुलाकात ही नहीं हुई अब हमारे सारे फैसले कीजिए हम तो बुला के बैठाएंगे जो आप कहेंगे आप जैसा आप हुक्म करें Adam alayhi salam was living in a comfortable place. Who put him from the comfortable place? Basically, you can say, what is the highest upscale neighborhood in Chicago? Yeah, it's such a neighborhood.
Gold Coast.
Huh?
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Gold Coast.
Only a name. Only in the region. Everything is like fire. But it's only,
Let's say
it's only name. But most depressed people.
it's a very, let's say, it's a very affluent neighborhood, right? Very rich neighborhood.
Gold Coast.
जहाँ पे ओक स्ट्रीट में डाउनटाउन जहाँ से आप एग्जिट नहीं करते रश
अच्छा वो
Gold Coast.
By the curve.
नाम ही रखा गोल्ड कोस्ट का बड़ा शर्ट का
उन लोगों को ना सबसे ज्यादा मैंने तंग दिल देखा
Gold Coast is the let's say he's living in a person is living in Gold Coast. You take him from the Gold Coast, which is the worst neighborhood of Chicago.
Harvey.
Southside?
Harvey.
Dude,
Harvey.
हमारे नाम से
I lived in
Southside, huh?
87 and King Drive 87
तफसील में इतनी बच जाएगी आप
अपना घर भी हो सकता
No, Inglewood.
Huh?
Inglewood.
The worst.
59 and Ashland.
Let's say he's living in Gold Coast, and you put him in Inglewood.
Oh, no.
How he will feel?
What's that?
You feel happy or sad? Bad.
Very bad.
This is what the shaitan did to us. Adam alayhi salam. He took him from the Gold Coast, multiplied by probably 1 million times, and he put him in the Inglewood, multiplied by 10 million times. So opposites, Jannat and Dunya. This is what the shaitan does, to take you from a comfort zone to the. So those who are following shaitan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed for them. Allah designed for Adam alayhi salam Jannat actually. And shaitan wants to put him into the worst place. Same thing in the dunya, we were born in dunya. If we follow the orders of Allah, you will be living in Gold Coast like this. And if a person who listens to shaitan will put him in the Inglewood. He will make him, think that he's living the best. This is what the shaitan does. Make him feel, you know, that you are, I'll give you, there's a story where kids, wish I can do a zikr also. Our example is, when we were kids in the school, we used to study. So there was a story. I don't know whether somebody remembers or not. It's called The Emperor's Cloth. Anybody remember that? There was a story. Kani the Emperor's Cloth. The story goes like this, that there was an emperor. Emperor's Clothes. This is the name of the story. What happens is this guy, a tailor comes. He's a special tailor. Say, what is that? He said that the tailor is such that he will sew, only the wise man can see it, and a stupid man cannot see it. That's what the tailor says. So he starts seeing, there's nothing, it's just nothing is there. So he's, acting as if he's sewing the cloth. The people, nobody wants to be known that he's stupid. They all say, what a beautiful cloth, everything. So the king calls him. The whole court is saying, what a beautiful cloth he has. No cloth. The king says, make me a cloth. Make me one cloth. One suit for me. So they make a suit. He makes the suit. And everybody is saying, wow, what a beautiful suit. Kuch bhi nahi hai. Nothing. And then the suit is ready. So he said, oh king, I will make this suit wear for you. So he puts the suit on the king. And the king says, I want to go on the streets to show to the people how nice I'm looking. So he puts the cloth on, so basically he has no clothes. So he's walking on the street. Everybody is saying, what a handsome king is, the cloth is so nice. Because nobody wants to say that, I can't see it, because then that would mean that you are stupid. So the tailor said. So he starts walking in the streets, and everybody saying, beautiful cloth of king. One small boy says, oh, the king has no clothes. The king has no clothes. So he is right, the king has no clothes. Eventually everybody realizes he has no clothes. This is what the shaitan is doing to us. Oh, you'll be very comfortable. He's saying that they are the most depressed. Oh, this beautiful house, beautiful. So the person thinks that I'm very happy living in this glamour. Shaitan makes him feel like that. Like this tailor made him feel that this is a very expensive clothes, when in reality it was nothing. This is how the shaitan makes a fool. Oh, look how nice it is. How beautiful it is. And like in reality, if you see, it's going from point A to point B. So, my dear respect with us, shaitan's objective is to destroy a person's dunya and then his akhirah comes. Both. This is what the job of the shaitan is. And those who have given their lives to shaitan, this is where they end up, the most miserable people. Those, even they say over here, who sold their souls to devils, they will be the worst, the most miserable people. You can see, if you sit with them, they will tell you how miserable they are. They will tell you. So, my dear respect brothers, do not give shaitan your steering wheel of your car. Don't let him sit over there. Adam al-Islam forgot. Allah says, Fanasiya Adam, Adam forgot. Over here I'm calling, said I want to listen to you. Oh shaitan, follow this. इस वास्ते हमारी दुनिया भी बर्बाद होती है. And Sahaba did not listen to shaitan. How much dunya Allah gave it to them? How much dunya? They got so much you can't even imagine how much Allah gave it to them. Dunya also. What Allah will gain by not giving you dunya? What Allah will gain? If you think I'm just making you feel better, Quran says, قل من حرم زينة الله التي أخرج لعباده والطيبات من الرزق. Who says this? This is قل من कौन कहता है ये सब हराम है? जो मैंने तुम्हारे लिए बनाई है. और दुनिया जितनी है मैंने तुम्हारे लिए बनाई है. قل للذين آمنوا في الحياة الدنيا خالصة يوم القيامة. आखिर में सिर्फ तुम्हारी वजह से इस दुनिया में जो मुझे नहीं मानते वो भी इंजॉय करेंगे तुम्हारी वजह से. तो आपकी वजह से लोग इंजॉय करेंगे. कुरान कह रहा है. Quran is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that all of this ni'mat which you see around the world, Allah made only for you. And because of you, the others are enjoying it. In the akhirat, only you will have it, others won't have it. But in the dunya, because of you, others also enjoy it. It's like I'm sitting over here feeling hot. So the Prophet starts doing like this to me to get air. Now he's sitting next to me, he will also get the air. He doesn't mean to give him that, he wants to give it me. But because he's sitting next to me, he's also getting it. Same thing, Allah has designed it for those who believe on Him, all of this ni'mat, and those, because of Him, because of them, others are also enjoying it. Then, inshallah, I'll finish. Question comes on why we are so much distressed and depressed. Because a person is following shaitan, and he's following his hawa, and he's following his desires. All of these things makes him gets away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what He does is this, when He does, so because of adhab, He put conditions on us. So we can come back to Him. So when you come back to Him, He will give you everything what belongs to you. Like for example, the father says, if you don't eat this, I'll not give you ice cream. In the fridge, the ice cream is for the kid. What the mother says, you will not get the ice cream. Actually, you clean your room. Your mother is against you. This whole food is not for the guest, it's for you. And because, the mother bought this ice cream for kids. And because the baby is not listening, the kid is not listening, the mother says, clean your room, then I'll give you the ice cream. So when they take this, mother says, all of this belongs to you, not for you. What the Quran is saying, Allah is saying, the ice cream of dunya, everything is for you. Quran is saying this. Everything is for you. Quran, قُلْ بَلْ حَرَّمَ زِينَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي أَخْرَجَ لِعِبَادِهِ وَالطَّيِّبَاتِ مِنَ الرِّزْقِ. सारे तो तुम्हारे लिए है. So, but when a person he starts disobeying Allah, following the shaitan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of the adhab, He stops from him. इसी वजह से, my dear respecters, so the question comes then the question sometimes this shaitan will put, what about the pious people? So so they are so pious, why they live? This I'm talking about the general public. Then people who are very pious and they come very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they lose the interest on the things which Allah created. Their interest is only with Allah, so they don't actually want it. That is the reason they don't want. Rasulullah says, La hajat li fi nisa, I have nothing to do with your women. When the money came, they said the money came in his house, he said that Bilal where's the money? He said, Ya Rasul, in the house. I'll stay in the masjid. Go and distribute. After distributed, then next day, oh Bilal, where is the money? He said, Ya Rasulullah, any money left? He said, still some money. I'll stay in the masjid and distribute. Third day, he said, Bilal, any money left? I said, no money left. Okay, I'll go home. Today, if a person has no money, he cannot sleep, in the house. And if he has the money, then he can have good sleep. Usually, that's what happens with us. It's the other way around. Rasulullah SAW could not sleep because of the money. Today, a person cannot sleep when he doesn't have the money. Difference, huh? So that's why these many pious people, they have this, but they have no care for them, no value for them. They have, very, I don't want to. Yeah. So a lot of times Shaitan makes us think, oh, why these people, if it was like that, then how come these they don't want nothing. And sometimes people are in the guise of a pious, but they're not pious. Sometimes Azam also is coming on the reasons behind it. But I'm just telling you the basic core of the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the shaitan is out there to destroy your, basically. As people say, when you do dhikr, your life starts fixing, right? You were saying to me, right? Many brothers are saying, when I start doing this dhikr coming over here, my life starts getting fixed. What was happening when a person is doing dhikr? So the effects of the dhulumat is coming out of us. The nur is coming. So what happens? His decisions are correct. So when his decisions are correct, things start fixing. So it starts getting fixed. Yes. Everything starts getting fixed step by step. But sometimes the file is big, it takes some time. Long time. So, 40 years you cannot clean it in one day. It takes some time. You have 40 years behind. Now he wants to clean it in 40 days. So you need to, some time takes place to do the cleaning actually. So when it becomes clean, you see, you need to put the tea into this. So first you need to clean the inside to put the tea. So first the cleaning takes place. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah, when a person comes close to Allah, Allah takes care of his dunya and deen. Both. But everything what you desire, Allah takes care of you. जो आपकी ख्वाहिश को अल्लाह पूरा करता है. Everything. Of course, sometimes test comes, Allah checks also to make sure that you're on the right track. Sometimes this happens. Anything like you're applying for DMV, you need to pass the exam. You need to drive. You want to drive on the road, pass the exam. You have to become a doctor, you pass the exam. Allah is going to test. I mean, these are basic things, common sense things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us, things like that. But the test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not forever. Little bit test, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then small test comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lets him go. But the azab is different. Test, because they both look the same. Azab and test, they both look the same. Test is, it will come and go. Azab will stay there.
Punishment.
Azab is punishment, stays there. Unless you change. When you change, the decision will change. But test will come and Allah will check, that's it, right? فإذا ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن خلاص قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما. अब जैसे अल्लाह ने क्या मैं इम्तिहान लिया कलिमात उन्होंने पूरा किया करते अल्लाह ने कैसे قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما. आप इमाम हैं. You're the imam, that's it, finished. Close it down. But the azab is when a person गड़बड़ करेगा तो अल्लाह की तरफ से अजाब जब आता है तो उसमें फिर टाइम लगता है. हालांकि चेंज ना होने की वजह ही होती है. That a person, he cannot change his conditions because he is still in that situation, so he needs to make sure go to, like Brother Murad was saying, the camel cannot see his own hump. Camel ऊँट अपने कौन को नहीं देख सकता. जो उसको बता रहा है अब उसकी बात नहीं मान रहा है तब क्या करें? If you're not listening, somebody's saying, but it's a problem, fix it. He doesn't want to listen, so he's going to stay the way it is, like that. His life will not change. His life will be exactly the same thing. So basically, this deen, Allah gave it to us for the salvation of the humanity. And today, unfortunately, the Muslims themselves, we ourselves, are in doubt of this. We are in doubt of this. यानी अब हम अगर जाके लोगों को तबलीग भी करें तो हम यूँ कहते हैं कि भाई अकीदा हमारा रख लो, नमाज हमारी तरह पढ़ लो, ज़िंदगी हम तुम्हारी तरह गुजारेंगे। अगर हमारी तबलीग का स्टाइल यही है, अकीदा हमारा रख लो, कपड़े हमारी तरह पहन लो, गाड़ी हमारी तरह रख लो, और क्या कहते हैं हमारी तरह तुम भी नमाज पढ़ना, लेकिन जो तरीक़े ज़िंदगी है, जो लाइफ स्टाइल है, वो हम तुम्हारी तरह गुजारेंगे अपने अमल से। ये कहते हैं अल्लाह के ये कबूल नहीं होता। तो ऐसी ये सहाबा ने ये इस तरह की तबलीग की, उनकी एक एक ज़िंदगी की एक एक, उनकी बॉडी के एक एक सेल में इस्लाम था, ज़िंदगी के एक एक शोबे में उनका इस्लाम था। सिर्फ इस्लाम मस्जिद के तक का इस्लाम था उनके पास, ज़िंदगी के एक एक चीज़ के अंदर। ये नहीं कि भैया अब ये भाई मैनेजमेंट अलग है, मस्जिद अलग है, क्या बात है भाई, इसके से निकाल, मतलब ये इस्लाम अलग है जी, स्कूल, ये स्कूल अलग जी, दिस इज स्कूल, दिस नॉट अलग रखो उसको, डोंट जॉइन विद दिस एंड दिस। हाँ, तो हर चीज़ इस्लाम था। At the time of Rasulullah, everything was Islam. There was no differentiation. By today a person, unfortunately, what he says, that he's saying that we are inviting you towards Allah. Then you accept the beliefs like us, and you accept the clothes like us, and you make the prayers like us. But the lifestyle will be, we will follow your lifestyle. We will follow your lifestyle, and you follow ours. Enough. So why should I follow your lifestyle? Why? So the person is saying, I will follow, because he said, no, this is the deen and this is dunya. So this kind of Islam propagation of deen, Sahaba did not do. Quran says, udkhulu fi silmi kaffa, enter into Islam completely. उस complete Islam की तबलीग करनी है आपने. You will spread this Islam which is complete. Partial, something from you and something from us, and then we are going to give it to you. It doesn't work like that, my dear brothers. पूरा इस्लाम अपनी ज़िंदगी में हो, और उस पूरी अपनी ज़िंदगी इस्लाम को आप इंसानियत के सामने लेकर आए. Complete Islam should be in my life, and then I present this to the humanity, where this is what we have. Then people will accept your product. हम खरीदते हैं. अल्लाह आप सबको अमल की तौफीक दे इंशाअल्लाह. भाई इस वक्त हालात भी उनको जिक्र कर लेते हैं इंशाअल्लाह.
Shaitan is bad. It takes you from Gold Coast to Inglewood.
East Coast, huh?
Gold Coast to Inglewood. समझे पूरी कहानी चल रही है. Gold Coast to Inglewood.
He's talking in a chauffeur language.
And the day of judgment is true. You must be the day of judgment.
Inshallah.
You must be.
Inshallah.
With different steps.
अच्छा भाई एक से अब ये कि चूँकि थोड़ा सा one thing is this, that because the brothers were saying that situations like this, so we will have this salat 7:30, and after we'll do the zikr, and then today we'll have the food, but from tomorrow we're saying that we will not have any food, so खाने की तरतीब नहीं होगी, so that you can go home. देर ना हो जाए लोगों को, इसलिए I think थोड़े हालात की वजह से लोग कहते हैं हम जल्दी चले जाएं, तो जिक्र करके आज तो खाना खा रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद कल से जो है जब तक कि हालात नॉर्मल ना हो जाए. استغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب وأستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم
وأتوب إليه.
اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد صاحب التاج والمعراج والبراق والعلم دافع البلاء والوباء والقحط والمرض والألم اسمه مكتوب مرفوع مشفوع منقوش في اللوح والقلم سيد العرب والعجم جسمه مقدس معطر مطهر منور في البيت والحرم شمس الضحى بدر الدجى صدر العلا نور الهدى كهف الورى مصباح الظلم جميل الشيم شفيع الأمم صاحب الجود والكرم والله عاصمه وجبريل خادمه والبراق مركبه والمعراج سفره وسدرة المنتهى مقامه وقاب قوسين مطلوبه والمطلوب مقصوده والمقصود موجود سيد المرسلين خاتم النبيين شفيع المذنبين أنيس الغريبين رحمة للعالمين راحة العاشقين مراد المشتاقين شمس العارفين سراج السالكين مصباح المقربين محب الفقراء والغرباء والمساكين سيد الثقلين نبي الحرمين إمام القبلتين وسيلتنا في الدارين صاحب قاب قوسين محبوب رب المشرقين ورب المغربين جد الحسن والحسين مولانا ومولى الثقلين أبي القاسم محمد بن عبد الله نور من نور الله يا أيها المشتاقون بنور جماله صلوا عليه وآله وأصحابه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد صاحب التاج والمعراج والبراق والعلم دافع البلاء والوباء والقحط والمرض والألم اسمه مكتوب مرفوع مشفوع منقوش في اللوح والقلم سيد العرب والعجم جسمه مقدس معطر مطهر منور في البيت والحرم شمس الضحى بدر الدجى صدر العلا نور الهدى كهف الورى مصباح الظلم جميل الشيم شفيع الأمم صاحب الجود والكرم والله عاصمه وجبريل خادمه والبراق قاب قوسين مطلوب والمطلوب مقصود والمقصود موجود سيد المرسلين خاتم النبيين شفيع المذنبين أنيس الغريبين رحمة للعالمين راحة العاشقين مراد المشتاقين شمس العارفين سراج السالكين مصباح المقربين محب الفقراء والغرباء والمساكين سيد الثقلين نبي الحرمين إمام القبلتين وسيلتنا في الدارين صاحب قاب قوسين محبوب رب المشرقين ورب المغربين جد الحسن والحسين مولانا ومولى الثقلين أبي القاسم محمد بن عبد الله نور من نور الله يا أيها المشتاقون بنور جماله صلوا عليه وآله وأصحابه وسلموا تسليما لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا 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 الله لا
الله لا إله إلا 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 الله محمد رسول الله إلا 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 الله لا معبود إلا الله لا مرغوب إلا الله لا مطلوب إلا الله لا محبوب إلا الله لا موجود إلا الله لا إله إلا الله 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 Allah صلى الله على حبيبه سيدنا محمد وآله وسلم. 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 صلى الله على حبيبه محمد وآله وسلم صلى الله على حبيبه سيدنا 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 محمد وآله وسلم صلى الله على
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين اللهم اجز عنا وعن والدينا أفضل ما جازيت به نبيا عن أمته ورسولا عن قومه اللهم احشرنا تحت لوائه وأوردنا حوضه واسقنا من يده الشريفة شربة هنية لا نظمأ بعدها أبدا واجمع بيننا وبينه كما آمنا به ولم نره ولا تفرق بيننا وبينه حتى تدخلنا مدخلا ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين رب اغفر وارحم وتجاوز عما تعلم إنك أنت الأعز الأكرم رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك أستغيث لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم يا واسع المغفرة اغفر لنا اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب هب لي من الصالحين رب لا تذرني فردا وأنت خير الوارثين ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للقوم الظالمين ونجنا برحمتك من القوم الكافرين حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير اللهم ألهمنا مراشد أمورنا وأعذنا من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا اللهم اجعل في قلبي نورا وفي سمعي نورا وفي بصري نورا وفي سمعي نورا وفي بصري نورا وفي لحمي نورا وفي دمي نورا وفي عظمي نورا وفي عصبي نورا وفي لحمي نورا وفي شعري نورا وفي لساني نورا وفي بشري نورا اللهم اجعل لي نورا وفي وجهي نورا وفي لساني نورا اللهم اعطني عن يميني نورا وعن شمالي نورا وعن أمامي نورا من خلفي نورا اللهم اعطني نورا اللهم اجعل لي نورا واعطني نورا وعظم لي نورا واجعل لي نورا يا نور السماوات والأرض اللهم ربنا اتمم لنا نورنا واغفر لنا إنك على كل شيء قدير سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين صلى الله على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين